You know it's not a foul. But I'm getting scared every time I see Millier running out of his goal. We're gonna get shagged, man. This has been the footballing gods have shagged Liverpool. I mean, have shagged Liverpool, they shagged Chelsea. They're gonna get us as well. I thought they did it, Rodrigo almost. 10 seconds, boys. Come on, man. But why is it, bro? It shouldn't be this nervy, bro. This is where we need to improve, bro. Like, they've been down to 10 minutes. It shouldn't be like this. Like, it's not a performance to get vexed over or nothing, but it's been unnecessarily nervous. Ref, come on. Ramsdale, take the yellow, man. Ref, how long, bro? Ref, how long? Ref, come on. Ref, come on. Ref, how long are you playing? The game's done. Oh, Odegaard miscontrol. Someone just foul. Just foul. Ref, we're 20 seconds over now. Dan James is in. Ref, man, come on. He's taking out Gabriel there. Is that it? Hey, Gabriel's won the header. He's strong, solid, done. That's what it is about. Can't finesse Gabriel like that. Have we won? Is the game done, ref? Yes! Oh, blood. Credit to Leeds. You made it nervous for us. You know, I won't quite say we've shown the good, bad, and the ugly, but we kind of have, innit? Like, in what should have been a relative straightforward game, based on how it started, has been unnecessarily nerve-wracking. And it's not because Leeds have necessarily put us under any amount of crazy pressure or anything of that nature. We've just, in many ways, been complacent. Maybe because we're a young team and a very naive team. You know, when we have to constantly defend, maybe we're under pressure. But we're relatively comfortable, and maybe that's why we looked a bit shaky. Very disappointing not to have a clean sheet. If I'm completely honest with you, lot people, we should have had a clean sheet. They've asked one question of ours. At the time, they had no shots on target, no shots in general. That was their first corner, and we conceded. We're probably not going to keep any clean sheets anytime soon. And, 6 games prior to coming in here, we didn't keep one, and we conceded cheap goals. The theme kind of continued today. I do think second half, I think in the second half, Xhaka in particular, Martinelli and Tomiyasu down the left-hand side were really a good threat and a treat to watch. But you know what? I always say, all I want is the 3 points first and foremost, and we deal with it later. And we've been able to take advantage of that. Obviously, I in a positive way, I'm a bit disappointed by Leeds. Talked up a good game. They were very toothless. But we did everything well, man. Eddie got two goals, denied the chance of a hat-trick. I think Eddie Nketiah, Martinelli, Tomiyasu, El Nene, and Martin Odegaard in particular deserve special praise, but the whole team did well, really. There were some chances. Saka probably should have bagged. Cedric had a chance. We should have scored more. Like, we should have put the game to bed, and we're nowhere near City and Liverpool, and that's one reason why we're still playing around. We made Leeds look better. Leeds look better with 10 men. Leeds made it more threatening for us with 10 men, and these are things that shouldn't happen. As I said, we'll take the 3 points, but game management, clean sheets, being killers in front of goals, these are things that we're probably not going to develop anytime soon. Happy to get the win. It is what it is, man. We had to go out there and do business. We saw Spurs give a good performance. We got that insurance policy going into Thursday's game as well. And yeah, man, 3 big games. I don't know where Arsenal are in the league table, but what I do know is, you've put yourself in a good position. We've still got to travel away to Newcastle. We still got to welcome Everton. We still got to play Spurs. When was the last time we won there, let alone do the double? Nothing is set in stone at all. So let's just keep working hard, keep doing what we're doing. For Leeds, they're still level on points with Burnley, but they're behind on goal difference. Leeds have minus 35 to minus 17. I do back Leeds to get out of that and Burnley to go down, but, Leeds have Chelsea next week. It's a brazy one, man. It's a brazy one. Boy, game management, man. Again, that was unnecessarily nervous. Credit to Leeds, you look better with 10 men. I think young Lewis Bate came on, showed a bit of heart and desire. That was it, really, Good performance, really, Nice to see Saka actually be able to get subbed. I think Martinelli did well. Very disappointed about the clean sheet. If I had to say what I was disappointed about, I'd probably say a lack of a clean sheet and probably the fact that there's not more daylight between the two teams based on the fact that they concede a lot of goals and they're down to their bare bones and things. I think this was a sort of game to kind of pattern the goal difference, but it wasn't meant to be. As I said, you take the win first and deal with the rest later, man. So, yeah, man. It is what it is. I can't complain. There's a lot to work on, mainly switching off game management, and it's another cheap goal. But yeah, man, Tomiyasu playing left back gives us something to think about going into the North London derby. Would I prefer Son against Cedric or Tomiyasu? I'd probably play Tomiyasu at right back. I'd rather Cedric against Kulusevski just because he's a bit more cultured in the way he tries to play. You know, you switch off here for a second, Son's in, and I think personally, I think Conte leaves not Conte, sorry. I think Cedric leaves too many gaps, and Conte's men could exploit that. So yeah, we get our insurance policy, we get 3 points, we keep the winning run going. We knew what we needed to do considering results elsewhere. So yeah, man, it is what it is. It could have been a lot more convincing, should be a clean sheet, but you can't have it all. And these are issues that were always going to be there with us in it. So we'll take the win. Other teams have obviously messed up and things, and it's nice to take a quote unquote advantage of that, but it is what it is in that regards, man. Can't complain really. If you're on YouTube, smack the like button. We're at 298. Hey, big up Rants for the flipping. What do you call these things again? The raid. I didn't even see that. One love, homie, for that one. And if you're just tuning in, appreciative. What were you lot watching the game as well? DG ain't got his shirt off. There's not enough galley here, man. Well, it's a humble thing. Do you know what? It's actually hot in the United Kingdom, as you saw with me wearing a vest yesterday. But yeah, man. I'm still nervous. Like it's just deep. Like my body has not dealt with the fact that 90 minutes is done. Sorry, people. It's so nervous. The clock is still running, really. For Leeds, just let themselves down, really. Luke Ayling had a shocker, really. He got twist up for the 2 goals. Stupid tackle to make. Really, Martinelli's going nowhere. I don't know what he's on, but stripping this from him. Rafinha didn't do much. I would say Freddie and Nketiah, again, you're keeping that question alive. Where's the contract? Where's he going to go? I think El Nene, the same logic, really and truly. So, yeah, man. Apart from that, apart from complacency, like I said, and apart from the cheap goal, done all right, man. Can't complain, really and truly. If I had to highlight certain individuals' performances, I think Martinelli had a really good game. I think Martin Odegaard had a very good game. And Nketiah got a brace. Have I said El Nene? I think El Nene was good. I think for me, second half, Xhaka and Tomiyasu really played well for me. But yeah, man, as I say, I just want the 3 points. We deal with all that other extended tosh after, innit? So we go crashing on. Don't forget tomorrow, people, 11:30, Arsenal live stream. We'll be reacting to Arsenal leads and things like that. Make sure you've hit the like button on that one as well. YouTube, that's for you lot. Twitch gang, you know what to do, man. So yeah, man. Good result, meaty performance. I would say pedestrian and kind of flat. Like we needed to up the intensity. And again, as I said, we're nowhere near City and Liverpool and these sort of clubs for the obvious reason, but you need to smell blood. It did look like, the sun was shining, especially in the first half. We're knocking the ball around. Leeds, even at 11 men, we were better than them. We got the first goal early, so that ruined the clean sheet and their team plan and all these things. And we probably hyped them up a bit more. I think this played into our advantage and we was quite complacent. And I won't say we was tested defensively, but there were a couple of times when they did go forward, we looked a bit disjointed. And it's about that same sort of level of focus of things like that. The same way we want to score goals, we need to keep that defensively because, again, if you defend like that against Spurs or whatever, they're going to take advantage. And again, I'm not trying to criticize, but you look at our last 4 or so games, the goal we conceded against Man United was terrible. Shout Ronaldo, but we just scored and it was just a poor goal to concede. The 2 against Chelsea were poor goals to concede, The goal against West Ham, poor goal to concede. Goal today, poor goal to concede. Prior to us winning these games, people, we've now won 4 and lost 3 in our last 7. Crystal Palace, Brighton, Southampton. I mean, you're always going to say this when you've conceded, but there's very few goals I go, all right, fair enough. It's either people are switching off, game management, man management. And again, even without that, we're making it nervous. I did feel in the second half, the first 10 minutes in particular, we did try and go out there for the third, but we didn't get it in it. And we just got to be we can be happy about the win, but we've got to hold ourselves to higher standards. We should have got that third, really. We got to smell blood. Shout out to the Leeds fans because they got their players through it, in my opinion. So yeah, man, it is what it is in that regard. Really and truly. So yeah, man. Big up rants for the raid. Again, let me see what some of you lot's comments are saying, man. Hella time was added on. We ain't got killers, man. Just about bus case. We made this game nervy and harder than it needs to be. Come on. Hey, Twitch, pay out the mods, man. I mean, the mods pay out the people, them. It was a bad result. Team performance was good. Didn't finish the chances, but whatever, 3 points once we get. I think you mean bad performance. How can it be a bad result if we got 3 points, bro? Ski. One love to Rants again for this stream, man. What was the United score yesterday, though? I know Chelsea drew, Spurs drew, Arsenal won. I'm not very confident for Spurs, but I'm happy today, innit? I'm happy with that insurance policy as well. Pepe was meaty off the bench. But apart from that, it is what it is. I'd take a draw against Spurs, but it'd be nice to win. We're full for point behind Chelsea. Things can change this time next week, man. We've got what? This time next week, we'll obviously be about to prepare for Newcastle away under the lights. Thursday this week, we've got Spurs. So the Spurs and Newcastle. Everton are fighting for their lives, and we've got them on the last day of the season. I'm sure Lampard would want them to do something. Feels like I'm missing out a game, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Look, we last won at Spurs 7 years ago, so it's not really good enough, is it, really? So we could do a lot better. We need to do a lot better, man. Credit to Leeds, but I still see them going down. Now, I think Leeds, well, I want Leeds to be okay, if I'm honest with you, man. I'd like Leeds to stay up, man. If we win on Thursday, we've done it. You know, I hate these if and things. Back three, low block against Spurs, maybe. On one hand, yeah, because you shouldn't, on one hand, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And we're very, we're in terms of this project and game management and styles and being able to change and do little things, we're at the elementary school phase. So you will see a lack of fluidity. But for me, Spurs struggle to break down a low block. It would be a big help. But at the same time, if you go out there and try and be positive, things can happen. Fullbacks are the weak zones, though. Deluded on point with the analysis, appreciative of that one. Come on. Lit stream. It's only because of you lot across YouTube and Twitch, man. I'm just a facilitator. Like Wenger said, I'm just a facilitator. You lot are the talented ones. I'm just here waffling. And I appreciate all of you lot tuning in on this fine Sunday. Like in the UK, the sun's shining. The Cali's going to hit a lot better with the 3 points. 3 points, debt collectors, man. Pepe has lost all confidence under this guy. He just meaty off the bench, bro. Big up American Guno once again for gifting out community subs. He was just meaty, bro. Like, it don't always have to be a conspiracy theorist. And at the same time, bro, I big up Pepe, but I don't care. Like, I care about Pepe. I would like to see him play a lot more. I'd like to see him go and move on. I'd love to see someone that can give Saka a run for their money to make him play better in the same way Smith Rowe's lost his place to a degree. Eddie's emergence has made Laka lose his place, but bro, I care about winning. At the end of the day, whether we get top four or not, we're in this scenario mostly because we've been playing the better players. If we're not winning and not doing well and players are not performing, then I understand bringing in certain players, giving people opportunities. But, what's the point? This is the decisive end of the season. Listen, Pepe's got to get himself to grips, really. Of course, when you've not been playing for months and you're getting little minutes here and there, you're not going to be fluid, but you're ineffective off the bench. Really and truly. I haven't got time for it. This is the same logic when people say it's been unfair to Tavares, to Ainsley Maitland-Niles, to Lokonga, to various players, man. This is the harsh reality of football. We need 3 points. 3 points first, everything else. That tackle was trash, state red. The game was closer than it needed to be. Exactly that. Ultimately, like, again, it's not that I don't care because we need to do a lot better. The games need to stop being less of an emotional roller coaster for us fans, but we take that in it, really, man. I don't want to see Cedric versus Spurs. I reckon 5 at the back. Tommy, Gabby, Holding, White, Saka, same as Chelsea, but Tommy for Tavares. Is a competent, controlled performance too much to ask for, making things full of drama? We're an emotional team, man. It feels like that complacency filters in. Likewise, I feel when we're under consistent pressure, we're better defensively. Yeah, man. I think we're still emotional. What a stupid tackle from Luke Ayling. What are you doing? What a clown. Good win for us. All I care about is the 3 points. You got lucky against Spurs. Leeds going to demolish you, maybe, but 3 points is all I care about, my guy, man. Stinky performance. Pepe is so crap. You lot are harsh, man. I don't know about he'll be vital, bro. If we get in 2 strikers, need a pattern. I'm disappointed with the end result. We really lacked that killer instinct to finish the game off. I would say over control game, to be honest, but happy to get 3 points. There was no element of control, really. We just done enough. Arsenal doing their thing still. Best Gooner in the business. Don't know about that, but I appreciate that. If Ben White is fit, does he walk straight back in? On one hand, no, but on the other hand, I'd say yes, purely because I'd be honestly iron free at the back, really. Or against Spurs, do you go with Ben White? I know the last time Ben White played right back against Chelsea, it didn't bang in it, but do you go Ben White? If it, do you go Ben White right back, Tomiyasu left back? If you're not going to go with a back three. I'm not really confident in seeing Tavares or Cedric. Don't get it twisted. They'll have all my support and all of these sort of things. But yeah, man, I'm you'll be kidding yourself, really and truly. Yeah, it is what it is, man. So I'm encouraging, but I think Martinelli did well. Good, refreshing to see Martinelli do well as well. I know he technically get an assist. He did, didn't it? Nice to see him stat pad something. So yeah, man. Live to fight another day. Game by game, man. And if that shithousery, bro, that's not what I want to see. I need to see more convincing shithousery. I won't lie to you, broski. But I'll take it. Level-headed approach to supporting your club. It's refreshing. I can't lie. I appreciate that. Said you did all right, but his crossing is a problem. Never wants to play between the lines. With better defenders, it's just a waste. I can't lie. He loses the thing with Cedric. For me, I just feel Cedric overcomplicates things. Like he gets caught in possession too many times. He's out of position a lot. He weren't tested defensively. He did get forward and play some good passes and things like that and put a couple decent crosses in. But it's too much conversation for someone maybe. I can't lie. It's way too much conversation. Even on the best of days when we're winning, I keep saying this. We're still saying, well, Cedric this, Cedric that. And it's not a scapegoating thing, but we keep saying these same things against Leicester, against Watford, against, I'm sure, either Southampton or Brentford at home. We keep saying the same things. Same with Tavares. Even what you would say Tavares, one of his better games is probably Chelsea and United. Yeah, he might have done a madness, but what happened there? We'll take it, but yeah, we need to do better. Game management has to improve. Bro, we made it so much harder than it needed to be. But as long as we got the 3 points, it's calm. Bring on Tottenham next. Exactly. But we need to keep ourselves to higher standards. We should always want to improve from the Chelsea game to United game to the West Ham game to the today and West Ham. We need to keep taking little improvements. And we're still doing dodgy things. You won't get away with that. With Spurs. The inexperience in our side really shows when we fail to kill the game. It's just, you say that, but it's not just really the young players. If anything, it's the sort of younger players. I know Odegaard isn't the youngest, but it's Odegaard, Martinelli. It's these lot taking it to them. El Nene's an experienced player. A couple of experienced players went to sleep, of course, but, Xhaka is still playing emotional, Half of them, Cedric, half of them are the things we say about young players that can killer instincts. The experienced players are kind of doing that today. With the exception of El Nene, I think he was good. I think Xhaka was really good in the second half. I don't think anyone played bad, but it's okay to say we won, but there's things we can improve. Things always have to be black and white. There's been games where we've lost it under circumstances like that, and everyone wants to talk about it. It's okay to say we've won, there's some positives, and then we move forward. It's okay to criticize. Like it's really, there's really nothing wrong, man. As long as there's no vested interest. I see a lot of people criticizing the team. I think we played quite well, just didn't take our chances. I don't think we invited pressure or sat back, just didn't put the ball in the net. I think we invited a bit of pressure, but Leeds were a bit toothless. Do think we sat back a tiny bit with complacency, but yeah, man. Beating Tottenham will secure us Champions League. I'll be happy with a draw, but let's not lose it. We moved the ball too slow. If we want to move to the next level, we should be dealing with Leeds easily, trust. This year, the aim is top 4, so we don't give a F how we get there, but we need to get there. Cedric's crosses are terrible. Who's the free kick taker? I don't know, but Cedric must be a madman in training. He must absolutely be lit at set pieces in training because that's the only way you keep getting to take them. Critical to upgrade for next season. We're not ready for Champions League nights. Let's just get there and answer the questions first, man. If you think we are finishing in the top 4, smash the like button. I like that. Tomiyasu had a solid game today, stepped into midfield. I think first half, he weren't asked any questions really, but he dealt with what was needed. Like you said, he stepped into midfield and he was very cute on the ball in the second half. Like I said, left-hand side, Martinelli, Xhaka, Tomiyasu, they were probably the guys making the most things happen in the second half. We should have got the third, man. I think if you get that third, as I was saying on the live stream, I wanted that third before half time because then it sinks. Really, 2-0 is brazy. it gives people confidence, really. And you know, what Leeds, I don't care because the game's done, but Leeds are gonna sit back there and go, well, maybe if the red card doesn't happen, if this first goal doesn't go in,